We've been to Morton, we've been to Straddie, we've been to Fraser multiple times. There's 5 of us here tonight. We're going to have a chat on which island we think is the best. All right, we're here on Morton. So we've got Jetto, Shano, Ando, and Giorgio.
You know you're Italian.
And we just thought we've been here for 2 or 3 days and we're driving around talking about Fraser, Straddie and Morton and what we like, what we don't like. We thought, well, let's actually have a chat about what island we do think's best. So what we thought we'd do, let's start with Fraser. We'll work our way around our best and worst bits of Fraser, Morton and Straddie, just see what we come up with what we think's the best island. So let's crack on with Fraser. What's your best bits about Fraser? Like, what do you, when you think about, right, we're going to Fraser in a month's time, what do you look forward to?
That beach on the side, that one.
That beach?
No,
that beach.
You know, like the long
70 Mile Beach, yeah.
The big stroll in Fraser, I don't think you can beat anywhere. Morton's good and all that, but that really long beach, you just can't beat.
Yeah.
Beach driving, how easy it is to drive on there and get there. I don't think you can beat that. Oh.
I like the inland lakes, like Lake Mackenzie and the other ones.
And the other ones.
We've got the other ones.
No, yeah.
I like them. It's awesome.
There's a lot to do.
There's heaps. It's a massive
I
island.
also like the camping options. The camping options there's so
Huge.
many. You've got Central Station,
Yeah.
which is inland and in the bush.
Which doesn't feel like you're on an island.
No, that's right. You don't
Yeah.
feel like you're on an island. And then you've got beach camping, and then you can go to the campsites in behind the dingo fences where they've got facilities and stuff, showers and toilets and everything. And then you go way up north and go to Orchid Beach up that way. So there are a lot of options. And then you've got the West Coast as well.
Yeah, that last time we were there, just talking about campsites, like that Central Station that we stayed in, the facilities in there were magnificent. Yeah. They were really good. Toilets were good, $2 for a shower, they were clean and hot. Yeah, I liked that Central Station. It was a good
I
campsite.
did as well, eh?
Except, I think the thing was that the campsites were quite small. Like for us as a group, it was pretty tricky to get us all in
Good
there.
for a 2-man band.
Yeah,
but
you're on your own, it's really
a group
good.
site was
tricky.
Yeah, well, it was tricky.
Yeah.
It worked,
It was
but
tricky.
I mean, I guess my favourite part of Fraser is Nagala. Like, going over Nagala is just...
all together.
Oh yeah, thanks very much for leaving me. On my own, but I did make it, yeah. The language in the car was a bit blue, but no, it was good. I do like Nagala. And watching it Nagala's fun, innit? Because the number of
good
people get
spectator
stuck.
sport.
Yeah, it's a good laugh, innit?
It attracts a big crowd.
Yeah.
And I think, unfortunately, with the cyclone, that whole... Because we went up through Nagala the last time we were there last month, and we were going to go up to Sandy Cape, and you can't get up there anymore. Well, you probably can get part of the way, but that North Nagala rocks, there was a couple of people bogged there, and we just didn't want to wait to get...
What about too is now when you go in Nagala Rocks, there's always a queue.
Yeah.
Wait to go up there. You can't just go there and do it. You have to wait for half an hour because someone else is bogged or there's like 5 cars in front. You have to wait for them to go through first before you can go.
So I suppose that's one of the negatives that I was going to bring up is Fraser has gotten really busy. Like, well, no matter what time of the year you go, as magnificent an island it is, it's getting harder and harder just to get away
When we went
from...
in September, it's probably the quietest I've seen it in a while. But even then, there was a lot more
It's
people
not as
around,
quiet
isn't
as what
it?
it used to be.
Even then, like, we went over Nagala both days.
Yeah, we had to wait.
And we had
didn't
to wait both times.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we did.
it's not...
On a weekday as well.
We were there during the week, weren't we? Yeah, exactly. It's got its... Like, you're right, the campsites are magnificent. The four-wheel driving is lovely. The location's perfect. But you can't get up to Sandy Cape easily anymore. The west, we didn't go to the west.
Pending tides.
Pending tide, yeah,
Pending
true.
tides. If you time your tides right, low tide you can shoot past that new section.
Oh, around those coffee
Yeah,
rocks. Yeah.
But
And then we didn't go to the west this time. The west is beautiful on Fraser, I think.
West
too.
is awesome.
Yeah, camping on the west coast is really nice too.
We did that, 4 or 5 years ago,
Yeah,
didn't
it was great.
we? Yeah.
I mean, now what time of year you go? It's always a bit windy on the east side, isn't it? If you're camping, you're always getting... Which is one of those things.
You're just so
but
protected on
the
west.
west is like West here and Morton.
Yeah.
You get
Brilliant,
so much
yeah.
shelter. It's lovely.
So, but it is a big island, and I guess for us living in Brisbane, you're a fair trek up to Rainbow, and then you've got to buy your barge tickets,
Try and cheap.
and then you drive all the way up the island. Like, for us coming from Brisbane, it's a decent day to get up there.
And I think, so the other thing is, You can't have a fire now.
No.
I mean, we like a fire. We've got one going tonight.
Yeah.
Just something to sit around, something to talk about. And I understand, well, a few years ago there's a big fire out there, but they've never relaxed the rules since, so does it need looking at? It would be nice to think you can have fires there. I mean, obviously we don't do it because you can't do it, but we're lovely to have a bit of a campfire.
Yeah.
And then you've got the dingo problem as well, and
Well,
we
that's
saw
true.
so many, I mean, it's there, that's where they live, but we saw so many dingoes last time. I mean, they left us alone and we left them alone, we were watching out for them, which I know 3 or 4 years ago, they never seemed as prevalent as they do now.
Yeah, like you were saying, because we live in Brizzy and Fraser's so far up, if you're going to go there, you can't go there for a weekend. You have to book at least 4 or 5 days off.
It is,
You
isn't
got
it? Yeah.
to make it worth your
Spend 3
while.
days there and then a day back. I mean, first world problems, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the annoying thing about it, is they're so far away, but it's still an awesome place.
They don't
It
do
is.
the latest
There's lots
class,
to
I guess,
do.
in Brisbane.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Lots
There's loads to do.
All right, let's talk about Morton then. So we're here on Morton at the minute. We are on the northwest camp zone. We are, 15 minutes from the barge?
Yeah.
We've been here for 2 or 3 days. We've driven right down to the south of the island to Kringle. Today we drove right up to the north to Cape Morton and to
The
Honeyman
lighthouse.
Bay
Yeah.
and Yellow Patch. Look, I'm going to be honest. This is my favourite island. I love Morton. I love the remoteness of it. I love that Brisbane's just there, but it's not that busy. This campsite, there's us and 2 other groups in here, and it's a huge campsite.
Yeah.
The weather might put people off in saying that.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, which is why we are pretty lucky.
Yeah, we are on a severe thunderstorm warning at the moment.
Believe it or not.
There was a lot of cancellation on the ferries. That's fair enough.
But it doesn't get too busy. I think there's only so many barges where I know if you're going off Inskip Point, the barge just keeps running, which is great.
Yeah.
But the island can fill up at Fraser where there's only so many barges, so there's only so many people here, so it never feels packed out.
No.
I mean, we're on a big campsite. I mean, you could, I don't know, probably fit 20 or 30 cars in here. It's just us here today, which is really
Well,
nice.
so, yeah, get off the barge, and like you said, you're 10 minutes, probably not even that, and you're here.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
look, you've got Tangalooma if you want a resort. You've got Kringle, which has got the gutter bar. You've got Bulwer, which is a shop there. Like there is things here if you want to do that, but it is like there's no bitumen here at all. You
Yeah.
get off the barge, you're on the beach, and the sand we found this time is really soft. And the beaches, I suppose, with the cyclone that came through earlier in the year, the beaches are a lot washed out, and it's very much nowhere near high tide. 2 hours minimum each side. You don't want to drive near that.
No.
I feel like that's changed recently though. I remember I came here last year with work, and it just seemed like either side of high tide or low tide, it was so easy to drive.
Was it?
The beach?
Yeah.
Been like, I don't know, it just seemed like the tide wasn't as high as what it is now. Obviously it affects a bit, but you can still do it. But yeah, there are some points up there where you have to take the inland track around and down the gutter bar. Like you have to wait. If you are caught at high tide, you have to wait.
That western drive down to the gutter bar yesterday was.
It's changed.
It hasn't it though.
It's
I mean,
changed.
it's really sketchy
Yeah,
near
it's
high
very,
tide.
very-
Well, we came back up 2.5 hours before high tide, and we were still very, very close in some sections,
Yeah.
not touching the water.
Yeah,
being
that
very
tide
close.
comes in
You've
really
got
quick.
to go down there on the arse end of low tide to then hit the other end of low tide before coming back up. I think, to be honest.
Yeah.
But the camping over here, because you're on the west side,
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
It's
you
beautiful.
Get so I mean, we've had a bit of rain, but you don't get the wind. I mean,
we
we're
never
just on the
sheltered,
beach. We're literally, 10 metres from the beach. It's fantastic. Yeah, it's lovely.
But it is probably, and Fraser's the same. I think it's a little bit remote. Like this
Yeah.
campsite has no facilities. There is a couple of campsites nearby that do have drop toilets. A few have cold showers, but there's not really many facilities on Morton.
No.
It really is. You've got to be self-sufficient. It is
the
off
The
grid.
facilities aren't like Fraser. Fraser's
No.
got hot showers.
Yeah.
coin-operated hot showers.
Fraser's more of like a touristy spot than what more.
I agree.
I feel like
It's definitely better known.
yeah,
Yeah, a lot better
Because like
known.
you can go there with like a normal car and stay at the hotel.
I think there's more to do as well.
Yeah,
in all
yeah,
honesty,
100%.
like we've been here what
Massive.
3 days.
We've
Practically
pretty much
seen
done
it.
everything.
Yeah.
We've pretty
we,
much
did,
done
we
everything.
did the same last time we came.
Yeah,
Which is okay.
like it's
but,
fine, and there is more to explore, like Blue Lagoon
So, like the
and
big
stuff, like there and the desert. But we all can't be bothered walking up the soft sand.
Nobody bothered about all of this.
Everyone's putting on a show if they like that.
All right, let's talk about Straddie then. Pretty much commercialised. It's got like there's 3 or 4 townships on it.
It's got 3 towns. It's got tarmac roads in a lot of
Tarmac
it's
roads.
Highway on it pretty much now. Yeah.
But it's got like, you can go to Main Beach, which is very much like this. But you can go to Flinders, which is a lot closer to Point Lookout.
There's Cylinder,
And
which
Cylinder.
is pretty much just like
It's just a caravan park, isn't it?
it is at the moment, yeah. With the pub right next door.
So that's the thing. I mean,
You
Straddie...
don't need a full drive to get there. Though.
No.
You go to Cylinder, you could just drive off the barge and drive on the Bitchman Road straight around.
Yeah.
Straddie's
Pretty
got...
accessible.
It's got the pub. It's got a
Brewery.
couple of pubs now. The brewery.
How many Tav, yeah.
Yeah.
Some nice
so,
restaurants as well. Some good restaurants.
So it's more of a...
Point Lookout, yeah.
They got a Mexican over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where at?
We went last time.
Beside the
Yeah,
Bulls
near the
Club.
Bowls Club.
Yeah, we went there. We had
Okay.
cactus
Oh, I can't
as a
remember
starter.
what it's called.
You ever had cactus? I think cactus is
Who
a
served
starter.
you, prick?
That shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, Straddie. So the barges to Straddie are a little bit more frequent than here. Not
And
really.
for us, it's 10
but
minutes
for
to the
us,
harbour. It's
yeah.
40 minutes on the ferry. You're there in no time at all. So it's our closest one in it.
It's a bit
easier.
cheaper than
Yeah,
this as well.
it is a bit cheaper
Like,
than this one.
I don't know if it is anymore.
Disregarding
But,
food
but
and
no,
stuff.
but the prices for the barge, Fraser, here, or Straddie, they all keep going up.
Shano and I had a chat about this the other day. So if we went to Fraser, the time we drive to Rainbow and back, that's the guts of a full tank of fuel. Then you still got to buy your barge, and it was what, $100?
120.
120. So if you take that out of the
Plus your beach permit.
well, you got to buy a beach permit here on Straddie, so you have to buy a beach permit everywhere. But I reckon by the time you drive to Fraser, get on the barge, and drive back again, as far as cost goes, it's about the same as buying a barge ticket to Morton or Straddie.
I find Morton pretty expensive in that sense.
Yeah, I think Morton's a bit more expensive.
like with Straddie, you can time your barge pretty well.
Yeah.
You get as low as like $75.
Can you?
But
Yeah.
but also Morton charges you for your car and then per person in the car.
Yes.
Straddie
It is
don't
pretty
do that.
exy.
They charge you for the car.
Oh,
Yeah.
do they?
Yeah, they
I
don't
didn't
charge
know
you for well, Morton it's the car and the driver. Plus then it's extra
Yeah,
passengers
okay.
in, it's plus. Straddie barge isn't
Yeah.
like that.
And
Yeah.
Morton is a longer barge as well.
So I think Straddie for me, Main Beach is very similar to here, but you're on the east side,
So you get the
so
wind
you get the
again.
wind. Flinders, bit more protected, but it gets a lot busier, and there's always a lot of people in the campsite. But I actually love Flinders. I think Flinders is a cool
That's
campsite.
where we normally camp in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you've got Cylinder or Adder Rock.
Home beach.
Had a rock there, another
Yeah,
home beach is
campground there.
So they're all like
How many
more
Point?
campgrounds, aren't they?
How many Point is good?
Point? You stayed there?
How many points? Real nice.
You get that on the west side.
Yeah, true. I've not stayed there. Was that good?
Yeah, it is nice. And you got the Amity Tavern.
Just opened up.
It's literally a walk down.
Is it?
Walk down to the pub. It's nice, big, open campsite, got playgrounds, really good facilities, like showers, toilets, everything you need, jetty for fishing.
But also the good thing about Straddie is because so many people live there, there's a lot more storms. Like if you ever forget something, because it's so inhabitable, there's stuff you can buy over there if you do ever forget something, which I like the aspect of.
I really like Straddie. I think it's nice. There's heaps of nice beaches.
Yeah.
There's nice cafes and like cool areas to go eat if you want to not just cook every single night.
It is. You
It's
can go
nice
to the restaurant, go to
commercialised.
the
The
pub.
brewery's sick.
Yeah.
I really like Straddie, to
It's
be
a great
honest.
spot to go whale watching too. You go up to the gorge,
Yes.
up around
Yeah.
there, and do that gorge walk.
There's so much to
and
do
a
there.
lot. And also, if you don't have a car, you can get on the Straddie Flyer and then catch the bus.
Yeah,
from
it's
Dulwich, round to Point Lookout, and you can do that and
Yeah.
go to the beach and that round there.
There's heaps of rentals.
Honourable mention that none of us has camped out except you with Bribey. How did you find Bribey Island?
Good.
Yeah.
Rob is really good. You can have a fire still. When me and Trent went, it was midweek, so it was very, very quiet. Only thing of Bribey is it's like I found there's nothing to do.
Right.
It's a beach like this. You got the World War II remains, which are awesome to go see. But other than that, we found ourselves, which is not bad, but you find yourselves just sitting at camp doing nothing.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting at camp drinking beer. You know, I may
Sounds
as well.
hard work.
Well, I like to mix my drinking around, you know.
Yeah. It was hard. I got
All
through
right. Let's wrap this up. We're going to go round one by one. Favourite island? Jetto.
I'm going to say Straddie because it's easy to get to. You've got a good mix of camping and beach and a bit of town stuff and restaurants. So I'm going to say Straddie, mate. I like Straddie, yeah.
Shino?
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a toss-up between Straddie and Morton, but I'm leaning towards Straddie for a lot of the reasons why, what Jetto said. Yeah, I think it's just Straddie.
I'm literally the same. I think Straddie's the best. I love having the pubs around. I love different campsites, heaps of stuff to do, rather than just sit at camp pretty much all day. And it's close, so I'm gonna go Straddie.
Like long distance, like if you go for a week camping, Fraser. Short distance, Straddie. I'm up between those two, honestly.
Yeah.
Pick one, I think Fraser. I
Right.
think Fraser's the best by far.
Good on you.
Honestly.
I'm going to go Morton. I love Morton. And I get what you mean about the pubs, but you can go down to the resort here and have a beer in the pub too.
Well, technically you can't.
Well, that's true. You can get a day pass, I think. Anyway, my favourite's Morton, but Straddie's going to win this battle. Drop a comment below. I'd love to know what your favourite island is. Morton, Fraser or Straddie. Which one do you like best and why? In the meantime, thank you very much for watching. Please do remember to subscribe and we'll see you in the next one.